Words, kid. You trust them? They're cheap, like the air you're breathing, floating, aimless, without weight. People talk all the time, don't they? Promises, lies, sweet whispers to soothe your broken soul. But here's the thing. Words, they're like makeup on a scar. Pretty, maybe even convincing, but the truth bleeds through eventually. Actions, though. Oh, actions. They don't lie. They don't whisper. They scream. They carve truths into the bones of the world, whether you're ready to face them or not. So, let me ask you, are you watching? Are you paying attention to the actions? See, everyone's got their little act. Masks they wear to play nice. They'll tell you they're loyal, that they care, that they'd never betray you. But behind your back, their knives are sharper than your resolve. Ever been stabbed in the back? Oh, I bet you have. And you know what? It didn't hurt because of the knife. It hurt because you trusted the hand that held it. You thought their words meant something. You thought they were different. But they weren't. They never are. Take it from me, kid. Actions are where you find the truth. And people, they're predictable. You give them enough time, enough room, and they'll show you who they really are. But the funny part? You already knew, didn't you? Deep down you saw the signs. You felt the lies. But you ignored it. Because facing the truth? Oh, that's painful. That's messy. But pain is the only teacher that doesn't lie. Pain will strip away the mask, rip open the wounds, and force you to see. Why are you sitting here crying over their words, huh? Their fake promises? You think they care? Number, they don't. They'll tell you they're sorry, tell you they'll change, tell you anything to keep you around. But their actions, those tell you everything you need to know. So stop listening, stop waiting, watch what they do. And when you see the truth, burn the bridges, let them crumble. You don't owe loyalty to people who wouldn't cross the street for you. You owe it to yourself to walk away. You know, people like to say life's unfair, and they're right, but not in the way you think. Life's unfair because it doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't care about what you think you deserve. Life only listens to what you do. You sit around waiting for someone to save you, and guess what? You'll die waiting. You want to rise? You want to prove them wrong? Then you act. You stop talking. You stop crying. You move. Because words won't fix your life, kid. But action, oh, action will. You ever wonder why the people who hurt you never seem to care? It's 'cause they've already moved on. They've already written you off. But you're stuck. You're still hoping, still believing their lies. Pathetic, ain't it? But that's the trick, see? They want you stuck. They want you weak. Because as long as you're waiting on their words, you ain't going anywhere. You're chained to their lies, and they know it. So cut the chains, break free, Show them what happens when the quiet one stops being quiet. You think strength is in how loud you shout, how tough you act? Nah. Strength is silent. Strength is when you don't need to explain yourself. When your actions speak so loud, they drown out the noise. So stop explaining, stop begging, stop wishing, be silent, be ruthless, be undeniable. They'll notice when it's too late, and by then, they won't matter. You want to know the truth about this world? It's simple. No one's coming to save you. No one's gonna fix your mess. No one's gonna heal the wounds they left. That's on you. And it hurts, doesn't it? Oh, I know it does. But pain is the price of freedom. Pain is the fire that forges the steel. And you, kid, you've got the fire. I see it, so use it. Burn away the lies, the weakness, the fear. Watch closely, not just at them, but at yourself. Because your actions, they're your legacy. They're the only truth that matters. Words lie, but actions never will. So, what's it gonna be, huh? Are you gonna sit there, waiting for their words to mean something? Or are you gonna rise, act, and let the world see who you really are? The choice is yours, but remember, the clock's ticking and life doesn't wait for anyone. Like, you ever stop to think about why people lie? It's not just because it's easy. Oh no, they lie because they're scared. Scared of you figuring out who they really are. Scared of you seeing through their little act. Because once you see the truth, once you know the truth, they lose their power. And you gain it. But here's the kicker. Most people don't want to see the truth. They'd rather stay blind, stay comfortable. They'd rather believe the sweet lie than face the bitter reality. But you're not like them, are you? No, I can see it in your eyes. You've been hurt, betrayed, left in the dark. And now you're looking for answers. You're looking for something real. Well, let me tell you, kid, reality ain't pretty. It's not wrapped up in a bow or served on a silver platter. Reality is raw. It's brutal. And it doesn't give a damn about what you want or what you think you deserve. It only gives you what you earn. Take a look at the people around you, your so-called friends, your family, your colleagues. Look at their actions. Look at what they do when no one's watching. That's the truth. Not the smiles they plaster on their faces, not the words they spit at you to keep you in line. Their actions. And if their actions don't match their words, then you've got your answer, don't you? You ever notice how people love to preach about loyalty? I'll always be there for you, they say. I'd never let you down. But the second things get tough, the second you actually need them, they vanish. Poof, gone like smoke in the wind. And you're left standing there, wondering what went wrong. But not me. No. I learned my lesson a long time ago. Trust isn't something you give away. It's something they earn. And most people, they don't earn it. They don't deserve it. So stop giving people the benefit of the doubt. Stop excusing their actions. Stop waiting for them to change. They won't. They never do. And the longer you wait, the more you lose. Your time, your energy, your sanity. They'll drain you dry if you let them. So don't. Cut them off. Walk away. And when they ask why, don't bother explaining. You don't owe them that. Your silence will speak louder than any words ever could. You know what your problem is? You care too much. You want people to see the good in you, to understand you, to appreciate you. But they won't. They never will. People only see what they want to see. And you're just a tool to them. Something they use to get what they want. So stop trying to prove yourself to people who don't matter. Stop giving your all to people who wouldn't even give you a second glance. You're wasting your potential, kid. And for what? Approval? Validation? Screw that. You think this world cares about your feelings, about your pain? It doesn't. The world doesn't stop spinning just because you're broken. It doesn't pause to pick you up off the ground. If you want something, respect, power, freedom, you gotta take it. You gotta fight for it. And that fight, it's gonna be dirty. It's gonna be ugly. But that's the only way. You can't play nice and expect to win. Nice gets you nowhere. Ruthless? Ruthless gets you results. But here's the thing. Being ruthless doesn't mean being cruel. It doesn't mean losing your humanity. It means knowing your worth. It means not settling for less. It means demanding more from yourself, from others, from life. You want to rise? You want to make a name for yourself? Then stop waiting for someone to give you permission. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. There is no perfect moment. There's only now. And if you don't act now, you're gonna wake up one day and realize you wasted your whole damn life. Pain, betrayal, failure, they're all part of the process. They're not your enemies. They're your teachers. They're there to push you, to challenge you, to make you stronger. So don't run from them. Embrace them, learn from them, and then use what you've learned to build something better. Something that can't be torn down by the lies and the games and the bull. Well, you've got a choice, kid. You can keep living in the shadows, chained by their words, by their lies. Or you can step into the light and let your actions speak for you. Let them see the truth, not through what you say, but through what you do. And when they finally see it, when they finally realize what they lost, it'll be too late. Because by then, you'll be long gone, and they'll be stuck with the mess they created. Words lie, but actions never will. So go ahead, watch closely, and when you're done watching, act. Because in the end, that's all that matters. Not what they said, not what they promised, but what you did. Now get out there and show them who the hell you are. You know what else people love to do? They love to play the victim. Oh, it's always someone else's fault, isn't it? They hurt me, they cry. They betrayed me. Boo freaking who? Let me ask you something. When are you gonna stop pointing fingers and start taking responsibility? Yeah, I said it. Responsibility. I know that's a dirty word to people like you. You think you're exempt because you've been hurt. But newsflash, kid, everyone's been hurt. Pain's not unique, it's universal. But what you do with that pain, that's what sets you apart. Some people let it crush them, bury them alive. Others, they take that pain and they turn it into something. A weapon, a shield, a freaking empire. So what's it gonna be? Are you gonna let your pain control you? Or are you gonna control it? Look at me. You think I came out of the womb like this? Nah. I was made, molded. Every scar, every betrayal, every moment of pain, it built me. It taught me lessons no one else could. And you've got the same opportunity. But it's up to you to use it. You can sit there crying about how unfair life is. Or you can get off your ass and do something. You can let the world chew you up and spit you out, or you can bite back. Here's the thing though, if you're gonna fight, you better fight smart. See, most people, they fight blind. They swing wildly, hoping to land a punch. But not me. Oh no, I watch, I study, I wait. And when the time's right, I strike. No wasted energy, no unnecessary moves, just precision. You want to win? Learn to be patient. Learn to bide your time. And when the moment comes, you hit 'em where it hurts. Not out of spite, not out of revenge, but because it's what needs to be done. You know what the real problem is with people like you? You're too damn soft. You care too much about what people think, about how they see you. But let me tell you something. Their opinions don't mean jack. You think they're losing sleep over you? You think they're sitting around worrying about how you feel? Hell no. They're living their lives, making their moves, while you're stuck in your head, wondering if you're good enough. Well, here's the truth. You're not. Not yet. But you could be. If you stop listening to the noise and start listening to yourself. You know what I love about the truth? It's brutal. It doesn't care about your feelings or your excuses. It just is. And the truth about you, you're scared. Scared of failure. Scared of rejection. Scared of being alone. But fear, kid, it's a liar. It whispers in your ear, telling you you're not good enough, that you're gonna fail, that you're gonna end up alone. But fear doesn't know jack. It's just noise, static. And the only way to shut it up? Action. Action, kid. That's the cure for fear. You're afraid of failing? Good. Fail. Fail hard. Fail often. Because every failure is a lesson. Every failure is a step closer to success. But you'll never get there if you don't try. And you'll never try if you're too busy listening to the lies fear tells you. So stop listening. Stop hesitating. Start moving. Because the world doesn't wait for cowards. Here's the funny thing about life. It doesn't owe you a damn thing. Not happiness, not success, not even fairness. You want something? You take it. You earn it. And if someone stands in your way, you go through them. Not with hate, not with anger, but with purpose. Because this ain't about them. It's about you. Your goals, your dreams, your future. So stop looking at what everyone else is doing and focus on you. Life's a game, kid. A brutal, unforgiving game. And the only way to win is to play smarter, harder, better than everyone else. But that means taking risks. That means making sacrifices. That means getting comfortable with being uncomfortable, because nothing worth having comes easy. And if it does, it ain't worth having. So, what's it gonna be? Are you gonna keep sitting there, waiting for someone to hand you the life you want? Or are you gonna get up, get out, and take it? Because no one's gonna do it for you. No one's gonna save you. You're on your own, kid. But that's not a curse. That's freedom. That's power. And if you use it right, there's nothing you can't do. Words lie, but actions never will. So stop talking, stop dreaming, start acting. And when they finally see what you've done, when they finally understand what you're capable of, it'll be too late. Because by then, you'll already be miles ahead, unstoppable, untouchable. And that, kid, is the truth. You know what I've realized? People don't just lie to you. Oh no, they lie to themselves. They wake up every day, look in the mirror, and convince themselves they're good people, that they're honest, loyal, kind. But deep down, they know. They know the truth. They know they're selfish. They know they'd sell you out the second it benefits them. But they keep pretending, because facing who they really are, that's too much for them. They don't have the guts, the spine, the grit. But you're sitting here, listening to me, because you've had enough of the lies, enough of the games. You want something real. You want the truth. Well, here it is. The only person you can rely on is you. Everyone else, they're just waiting for a chance to take advantage of you. Even the ones who smile in your face, who swear they've got your back, especially them. So stop looking for loyalty in a world built on betrayal. Stop expecting kindness in a world that rewards cruelty. Let me tell you something about power. It ain't about muscles. It ain't about money. It ain't even about control. Real power is knowing you don't need anyone else to survive. Real power is looking at the world and saying, I don't care if you love me, hate me, or forget me, I'll keep going. You think the world's gonna hand you power, respect, freedom? Nah, kid. You gotta take it. You gotta earn it. And that starts with cutting out the dead weight. The leeches, the liars, the people who drag you down. You ever notice how people love to say, I'll never leave you? Funny, ain't it? 'Cause when things get tough, they're always the first to go. but not me. I don't make promises. Promises are just lies wrapped up in pretty words. I deal in reality, and the reality is you're on your own. So stop waiting for someone to save you. Stop hoping for someone to fix you. No one's coming, and that's not a bad thing. That's your wake-up call. You want to know the secret to surviving in this world? Detachment. You stop letting people get close enough to hurt you. You stop giving your trust away like it's candy. You start protecting yourself, your energy, your time. 'Cause those are the only things that matter. You let someone waste your time, that's time you'll never get back. You let someone drain your energy, that's strength you could have used for something real. So stop giving it away. Start guarding it like your life depends on it. 'Cause it does. And don't mistake what I'm saying for weakness. Detachment doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you care about the right things. Yourself, your goals, your future. And if that means cutting people off, burning bridges, walking away, so be it. Because you don't owe anyone a damn thing. Not your time, not your loyalty, not your forgiveness. Especially not your forgiveness. You think they deserve it? After what they did? Nah, kid. Forgiveness ain't for them, it's for you. But it doesn't mean you let them back in. It means you let go and move on. You know what makes people dangerous? It's not their strength. It's not their wealth. It's their focus. A focused mind is unstoppable. A focused mind doesn't get distracted by petty drama or useless emotions. A focused mind doesn't care what people think, what they say, what they do. It stays locked on the goal. And you need to find that focus. You need to cut out the noise, the distractions, the nonsense. You need to become so focused that nothing and no one can touch you. Life ain't about making everyone happy. It's about making yourself proud. It's about looking in the mirror at the end of the day and knowing you gave it your all. It's about building something real, something that lasts. And if people don't like it, screw them. They don't matter. The only opinion that matters is yours. The only validation you need is your own. So stop wasting time, kid. Stop looking back. Stop letting your past define you. You're not the mistakes you've made. You're not the people who've hurt you. You're not the pain you've felt. You're what you do next. You're the choices you make, the actions you take. And if you want something better, something real, you've got to fight for it. You've got to earn it. And that fight, it starts now. Words lie, but actions never will. So what are you gonna do? Sit here wallowing in your misery, waiting for something to change? Or are you gonna get up, get out there, and make it happen? The choice is yours. But remember this. The clock's ticking. And every second you waste is a second you'll never get back. So act before it's too late. You think you've got time, don't you? That there's always tomorrow, always another chance. But that's the biggest lie of all. Time is a thief, kid. It doesn't ask for permission. It doesn't wait for you to get your act together. It just takes and takes and takes until there's nothing left. And you're sitting here, wasting it, hoping, wishing, dreaming. But hope won't save you. Wishes won't fix your life. Dreams, they're useless without action. And you know it. Deep down, you know it. Look at the people around you. The ones who smile in your face, who tell you they believe in you. Where are they when you need them most? Where were they when you were down, broken, struggling to breathe? They were busy, weren't they? Had their own problems, their own lives, and you were left alone, fighting your demons in the dark. That's the truth, kid. You've always been alone. You just didn't want to see it. But that's not a curse. Oh no, it's a gift. Because being alone, it means you don't owe anyone a damn thing. It means you don't have to wait for permission, for approval, for validation. You're free. Free to do what needs to be done. Free to become whoever the hell you want to be. But freedom, kid, it's a double-edged sword. It's scary, isn't it? Knowing that every choice, every action, every failure is on you. No one to blame, no one to lean on. Just you. You want to know why most people fail? It's not 'cause they're weak. It's not 'cause they're unlucky. It's 'cause they're afraid. Afraid to take risks. Afraid to make mistakes. Afraid to fail. But failure, kid, it's not the end. It's the beginning. It's a lesson, a step forward, a chance to grow. You don't learn from success. You learn from falling, from bleeding, from getting back up when the world's trying to keep you down. So stop fearing failure. Start embracing it. You think the greats, the legends, the ones who changed the world played it safe? Nah, they took risks. They made sacrifices. They faced failure head on and kept going. And you've got the same choice. You can play it safe, stay in your little bubble, avoid the pain, the struggle, the uncertainty. Or you can step into the fire, take the hits, and come out stronger. But don't expect it to be easy. Nothing worth having ever is easy. You ever hear people talk about purpose? About finding your why? It's a nice thought, ain't it? But purpose, kid, it's not something you find. It's something you create. It's something you build, piece by piece, action by action. And it doesn't come from chasing other people's dreams, other people's expectations. It comes from chasing what sets your soul on fire. What keeps you up at night, thinking, planning, dreaming. That's your purpose. And if you don't have one yet, then make one. You're stronger than you think, kid. You've survived every lie, every betrayal, every heartbreak. You've been knocked down, torn apart, left for dead. But you're still here, still breathing, still fighting. And that's power. That's strength. That's something they can't take from you. So stop doubting yourself. Stop holding back. Start using that strength to build something real. Something that can't be destroyed by lies or fear or failure. You know what I see when I look at you? Potential. Raw, untapped potential. But potential means nothing if you don't use it. If you don't push yourself to the edge, test your limits, break through the walls holding you back. You got fire in you, kid. I can see it. But fire, it's dangerous. It can burn you alive if you're not careful. Or it can light up the darkness, show you the way, forge something unbreakable. The choice is yours. Words lie, but actions never will. So stop listening to the lies. Stop waiting for someone to tell you it's okay, that you're enough, that you're ready. You'll never be ready, and that's okay. You don't need to be ready. You just need to act. Because the world, it doesn't care about your excuses, your fears, your doubts. It only cares about results. So go out there and get them. Show the world what you're made of. And when they finally see you for what you are, it'll be too late for them to stop you. You ever hear someone say, time heals all wounds? What a joke. Time doesn't heal anything. It just numbs you, makes you forget how deep the cut was. But the scar, oh, that stays. It doesn't fade. It doesn't disappear. It's a reminder every damn day of what you went through, of what you survived. And you've got a choice. You can look at that scar and let it control you, let it define you. Or you can look at it and say, I'm still here. Survival, kid. That's the name of the game. But survival isn't about just getting through the day. It's about learning, adapting, growing. It's about taking every lesson the world throws at you and using it to become something stronger, something sharper. And if you're sitting here, wallowing in your pain, refusing to learn from it, then you've already lost. The world, it's not kind. It's not fair. It doesn't care about your feelings or your excuses. It only respects one thing: resilience. You want to know why people fail? Why they give up? It's because they're scared of the grind, scared of the work. They want the glory, the success, the freedom, but they don't want to bleed for it. They don't want to earn it. And you? Are you any different? You talk about wanting more, about wanting to be better, but what are you doing about it? Are you pushing yourself? Are you taking risks? Are you sacrificing the easy life for something greater? Or are you just sitting here dreaming? Dreams, kid, they're nothing without action. You can sit here all day dreaming of a better life, of revenge, of freedom. But dreams don't pay the bills. They don't fix what's broken. Action does. Movement does. And the thing about action? It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to start. One step, one decision, one move. And before you know it, you're not dreaming anymore. You're living. You're fighting. You're winning. People love to talk about success like it's some magical thing, like you just wake up one day and it's handed to you on a silver platter. But that's not how it works. Success is ugly. It's messy. It's full of sleepless nights, sacrifices, and pain. It's losing people you thought would always be there. It's facing rejection, failure, humiliation, and you've got to be willing to endure it, to push through it, because the people who make it, they're not the smartest, they're not the strongest, they're the ones who refuse to quit. But you want to know the real secret? The one no one talks about? Success isn't about being the best. It's about outlasting the rest. It's about showing up day after day, even when you're tired, even when you're scared, even when you want to give up. It's about doing the work, putting in the hours, taking the hits. And when everyone else falls away, when they give up, when they decide it's too hard, you're still standing, you're still fighting, and that's when you win. But don't get it twisted. Winning isn't about beating everyone else. It's not about taking what they've got. It's about taking what's yours. It's about looking at the life you want and saying, I'm coming for it. And then doing whatever it takes to get there. Not for them. Not to prove something to the world. But for you. Because you deserve it. Because you earned it. You ever notice how people love to blame the world for their problems? Oh, it's not my fault. It's the system. It's the economy. It's the people around me. Bull. The world doesn't owe you anything. Not a damn thing. If you're sitting there, waiting for the world to change, you're gonna be sitting there forever. You wanna change your life? You change yourself. You stop making excuses. You stop pointing fingers. You take responsibility and you act. Life's not fair, kid. It's not supposed to be. Fairness is a fairy tale, a lie they tell you to keep you in line. But you're not here to play fair. You're here to win. And that means playing the game your way. That means breaking the rules when you have to, taking risks, doing whatever it takes to survive. Because survival is not about fairness, it's about strength, it's about resilience, it's about never giving up, no matter how hard it gets. So what's it gonna be, huh? Are you gonna keep sitting here dreaming, wishing, hoping, or are you gonna get up, get out there and make it happen? Because the world, it doesn't care about your dreams. It doesn't care about your pain. It only cares about what you do. And if you're not willing to act, then you've already lost. Words lie, kid, but actions, they're the only truth that matters. So watch closely and act